Thank you for listening to Shulchanaruchharav.com.
May one use a new kli, a new vessel, one time prior to immersing it in the mikveh. So there is a common saying that although there's a mitzvah to immerse vessels in a mikveh and we keep it very cherishingly, nonetheless you get one freebie that you don't have to immerse it when you use it the first time. And people go ahead and will use a new bought vessel one time and only then immerse it in a mikveh. Is this statement correct? Does it have anything to rely upon? Where does it come from? What do the poskim have to say about it? So let's begin with the general mitzvah of Tevilas Kelim, of immersing a vessel. It's an absolute obligation recorded in the Talmud, recorded in the Shulchanaruchharav, chapter 120, in the Mishnah of Avodah Zarah 75, that one who purchases a food vessel from a Gentile must immerse it in a mikvah. And according to many Rishonim and Poskim, this is a mitzvah min ha-Torah, and so rules the Alter Rebbe, and so rules the majority of the Poskim, that it is an absolute biblical obligation to immerse your food vessels purchased from a Gentile in a mikveh. Now, do you get a freebie that you can use it temporarily before you immerse it? When must it be immersed? So it's indeed a strange question. As when the Torah says, thou shalt not eat kosher, no one asks, well, after how many times? Can I eat not kosher one time or two times and then I can start eating kosher? For some strange reason, the concept of a freebie, that you can disregard the command one time, has been given to this mitzvah of Tevilas Kelim. Something that we would not afford to any other mitzvah in the Torah. And indeed it is completely incorrect. The Ramah in the Shulchan Aruch, chapter 120, halacha 8, explicitly rules that one must immerse the vessel prior to using it for food, even arai, even on a temporary basis. And it is clear from all the Rishonim and Poskim that even a single use prior to immersion is forbidden. So is understood from various sources. For example, the Poskim and Rishonim discuss what to do if you forgot to immerse your vessel in a mikveh and it's Shabbos. No one offers the suggestion of the misconception that you can use it one time, you get a freebie. Everyone tries to deal with different ways of what to do with the vessel so it can be used on Shabbos. And these are the great Poskim and Bali Shulchan Aruch, the Mechaber Ramah, the Rishonim, the Alter Rebbe Shulchan Aruch. Somehow they did not receive the message of the misconception. Likewise, when many of the Poskim Achreinim discuss the heter of using a disposable vessel without immersing it, no one mentions the idea that you can use it one time without immersion, as indeed that is not correct, and that cannot be used as a logic or reason to not immerse a disposable vessel, and that's why all of them use other logics and other reasons to rule that way. However, from this it can be understood, perhaps from there stem the mistake in today's generation, being that in today's generation we have many chat pa'ami disposable vessels, and we use it one time and throw it out. So people who are not learned mistakenly understood that the reason and premises of the allowance is because you get a freebie for one time, when in truth that has nothing to do with the allowance, as the poskim write, but rather due to the fact that it's not considered a kli since it's manufactured for a single use. But a vessel manufactured for permanent use, chas v'shalom, there is no such thing as you could transgress once. Many of the poskim of today have already spoken out against this misconception, and so have written and ruled Rosh Shlomo Zalman Auerbach in Mincha Shleima Volume 2, Tshuva 66, that it is incorrect and has no basis in poskim to use it one time. So likewise is ruled in Sefer HaKashrus of Rav Fuchs, chapter 4, halacha 5, or Yitzchak who vehemently screams against this erroneous custom. Rabbi Belsky, the Olav Shalom, the chief rabbi of the OU, in Chaye Levi, volume 4, Tshuva 57, and other Peskei Zmanenu. And thus, there is no basis and absolutely no reliance for following such an approach and using it one time without immersion. Nonetheless, the Torah works b'darkei shalom, and if somebody is going ahead and still thinks they can rely on this reliance, on this misconception, they are to be notified in a kind way, or told to speak to the Rav. Now, what happens if you're eating at someone's house and they still follow the misconception, and they use the new vessel to serve you your food, either your plate or the serving bowl? Can you eat the food? So the halacha is, as written in the Ramah in chapter 120, halacha 16, the one who transgressed and used the vessel prior to immersion, it does not prohibit the food. The food remains kosher. And therefore, there's no need to worry about eating in someone's house if they do not follow this halacha due to lack of knowledge and ignorance. Nonetheless, it's important to let people know that not every common conception that people have turns into halacha and a minog, and it has to be based on the paiskim and the directive of the Gedolei Harabanim and the Gedolei Hador.
Thank you for listening to Shulchanaruchharav.com. Our free services of making Torah knowledge available to the public depends on donors like you. Please help us continue our work through making even a small contribution at Shulchanaruchharav.com under the Daily Halacha Dedication section or in the subscription page. Also, check out our online courses and many sefarim available for purchase that will both enhance your Torah knowledge and help support our work.